स्पर्धा परीक्षेच्या तयारीसाठी महाराष्ट्रातील सर्वोत्तम ऑनलाईन प्लॅटफॉर्म ज्ञानदीप अकॅडमी पुणे. महाराष्ट्रातील सर्वोत्कृष्ट शिक्षकांचे व्हिडिओ लेक्चर्स, PDF स्वरूपात नोट्स व प्रश्नपत्रिका उपलब्ध, तेही अगदी माफक फीसमध्ये. बॅच जॉईन करण्यासाठी आजच गुगल प्ले स्टोअरवरून ज्ञानदीप अकॅडमीचे ॲप डाउनलोड करा. अधिक माहितीसाठी संपर्क करा 95 11 28 04 65.
Hello friends, welcome you all to the second lecture of how to start UPSC preparation. It is for the beginner. Now the most important advice given to every one of you by various seniors and various UPSC aspirant coaching classes and various cleared candidates that you should have a very good command over NCERTs. Yes, it's very true that you should have a very good command over NCERTs is the most important thing, but the most common mistake we commit is we give unnecessary undue importance to just reading of NCERTs. We do not go into how, why, when, to and which NCERTs to be read. We do not give proper attention to this thing. So which NCERTs should be read? I will be giving link about the list of NCERTs in the comment box. First thing, now NCERTs is very true, they are the foundation of UPSC preparation. Then question comes, why NCERTs are the foundation of UPSC preparation? What is there in NCERTs? There is nothing new in NCERTs. All the reference materials that you read covers almost every aspect of NCERTs. It's a fact. Then why NCERTs are important? First, NCERTs are very easier to read. Second, NCERTs will be covered in a very shorter span of time, which will give you confidence in the beginning of UPSC preparation. Third, NCERTs are government document from where the probability of asking question is more. That's why you should read NCERT. And fourth, the most important, which is last but not the least, is that after your 12th standard examination in your graduation, you have failed to prepare, you have failed to study, you did not study anything. That's why that particular habit of studying is missing from your side. And also, you are not aware about the many smaller points of the humanities, like civics is not very well aware about, you are not aware about it, like very common terms like freedom, liberty, fundamental rights are not known to you, or parts of history, parts of geography, parts of environment are not you are not very familiar with. That's why UPSC will give you a very simple familiarity with the syllabus of the civil service examination. That's why NCERTs are very basic, or NCERTs are the foundation of civil service examination of preparation. That's why you should begin with NCERTs reading. Then many questions are there in how much time my NCERT reading should be completed. First thing, there should not be target for reading NCERTs. If you give target, you will not understand even a single word from NCERT. You will just complete the reading of NCERT, and at the end of reading NCERT, you will feel, or I don't remember anything, I don't know anything, and it is just a wastage of time, and I am not very well aware, I am not very focused about reading of NCERT. That's why do not keep any target about the time, about the days in which you have to complete reading of NCERTs. Do not have any target. We'll go for all these things one by one. So, first thing is very clear for you. You have to start reading NCERTs in the beginning of UPSC preparation. Which NCERT should be read, old or new? So, I have a suggestion for you, my dear friends. Read any NCERT you get. If you are getting old NCERT, read old NCERT. If it is not possible for you to get old NCERT, read new NCERT. It doesn't make any difference, because currently many good standard reference materials are there which covers almost entire dimension, or which covers almost entire content of old as well as new NCERTs. So there is no question whether I should read old NCERT or new NCERT. Read whatever NCERT you have in your hand, whatever NCERT is very easily available to you. Don't waste your time unnecessary searching old NCERTs and unnecessary wasting your time taking those very unclear old NCERTs Xerox which are not possible for you to read. So first thing, read either old NCERT or new NCERT. It doesn't make any difference. Then, sir, which NCERT should I read? Should I start from the beginning? Should I start from 6th or should I start from 12th? No. I have a second suggestion. read randomly. There is no fixed pattern. There is no fixed chronology. If you are reading right now polity NCERT, then after 1 hour go for economics NCERT, or if you feel boring about polity and economy NCERT, just take an NCERT of society, read that society NCERT, and tomorrow you might feel that, sir, I am just tired of reading these 3 subjects because these 3 subjects have been very monotonous. I want to go for geography. Definitely go for geography NCERT. Why? Because it is the beginning of your preparation, and I don't want to stress your brain with these many number of rules, regulations and unnecessary stressed conditions and restrictions which could affect your creative preparation. That's why I would suggest you read randomly any class NCERT, any NCERT that you feel you go for. Just don't read or don't begin your preparation by reading science NCERT. I will not recommend you to go for science NCERT. Why? Because science NCERTs are not that useful for mains preparation. Science NCERTs are useful only during your UPSC prelims preparation. So I would recommend you don't go for science NCERT. Science NCERTs are tedious, they are difficult, they are time consuming, and they might unnecessarily drain away your energy. So I will suggest you don't go for science NCERT. Just read polity, economy, geography, environment, civics, all these NCERTs. Clear? First thing, there should not be any target about reading of NCERTs. For some it might take 1 month, for some it might take 2 months, for some it might take 6 months. Why? Because he is reading reference material as well as NCERTs parallelly. So it is completely a subjective thing, how much time should be dedicated for reading of NCERTs. It is completely a subjective thing. Do not try to, bound yourself within unnecessary rules and regulations which do not have any relevance in civil services preparation. So, no target. What happens many a time, you keep a target of reading NCERTs, and for completing the target, you just read the NCERTs, you do not get crux of the NCERT, you do not get essence of NCERT, and everything fails when you try to remember those NCERT. So there is no target. For some people, it is easier to get crux of the NCERT in 1 reading. For some, it might take 2 reading. For some, it might take 3 reading. Some people have the habit to boast, sir, I read NCERT 6 times. Why? Why you want to read NCERT 6 times? If you are able to understand the things 1 or 2 reading, why you are wasting this next 4 times reading of NCERT? Why you are not going for value addition by searching things from either Yojana magazine or Kurukshetra magazine? So this is very, very important thing. I would suggest you, there should not be any target about reading of NCERT, about how many times I should read NCERT and in how much time I should dedicate for NCERT. These 2 things are completely irrelevant in UPSC preparation. UPSC preparation is not about announcing the time required for you. UPSC preparation is not announcing the number of times you read NCERT. UPSC preparation is not about boasting about your capacities. It is about honesty with yourself. So it is completely a subjective thing. Do not have any target. Do not make notes out of NCERT. At least you go for 2 to 3 readings. Don't make notes. Notes making is not a study. Notes making is just a mechanical work. Notes making is a clerical work. It is not an intellectual work. And I know if you start making notes of NCERT in the beginning, you will write another NCERT. I am very sure about you. Read NCERT at least 2 to 3 times very thoroughly, very neatly, and after reading NCERT 2 to 3 times very neatly and very thoroughly, already you have gone through analysis of question paper and syllabus, and after these things, if you feel that this particular part needs notes, very shorter notes in a diary, then you make notes, or else no need to make notes, just underline the things, just highlight the things. I personally feel there is no need to make notes. I'm going to take a separate lecture on notes making for UPSC. In that lecture, I will tell you how to make notes for UPSC. But here, I would suggest you don't make notes of any kind of NCERTs. Just read, revise, read, revise, read, revise. the NCERTs. No need to make notes. So old or new, there is no question. Read randomly as your brain fits, so that your creativity will remain alive. Why? To write a unique and innovative answer, you need your brain very free. You need to work on creativity. Always you have to think how to write answer in a different way, how to write answer in a creative, unique way, so that I will score at least half mark extra than others in entire every question. If you score half mark extra in every question, just think every question paper has 20 question. 20 question into half mark extra means in one paper you are getting 10 marks extra. Just by thinking about half mark extra, one question, 10 marks, 6 paper, 60 marks, 60 marks, it means a lot. From IAS to ekdam last wali service. Clear? So this is very, very important thing that you have to focus upon. You have to focus what you have to go for. Old, read, no target, do not make notes, and read NCERT at least 2 to 3 times. Clear? This is the basic thing. Now, while reading NCERT, what should be your focus? That will go for. See. Now, NCERT is a government document. It has a particular language. Then what you have to focus? I am telling you, whenever you are reading anything, whether you are reading newspaper or whether you are reading any other aspect, you have to keep one thing in mind. You have to think that any sentence I am reading, where I can use this sentence in my answers is the most important thing you have to think always. Where I can use this sentence in my answer is the most important thing you have to think always. First thing, if you read a very good sentence, you have to think whether I can use this sentence in my introduction or conclusion. Important thing. You have to always think whether I can use this sentence in my introduction or conclusion or not. Second, whether I can have language just like NCERTs, a simple language, a lucid language, an effective language, understandable language, having smaller sentences, having simple language, having simpler words. So you have to think, can my language be like NCERT? This you have to target. It means NCERTs can be used as a guide for your language for writing answers. If you find a very good diagram, a very good graph, flow chart, pie chart, in your NCERT, can I use this particular thing in my answer should be your prime motive. In short, NCERTs should be used for value addition. Various reference materials will give you content, they will give you information, they will give you case studies, but the NCERT should be used for value addition. Why value addition? Because you have to always think whether I can use NCERTs to make my answer unique or not should be your prime target. Whether I can make my answers unique or not should be your prime target, should be your most important motive. So NCERTs should be read in this manner. I am giving you link of this NCERTs so that you can read it in a very nice manner. But remember, reading NCERTs just for the sake of reading, don't waste your time. Think very properly, take your own time. It might happen that in the beginning, while reading NCERT, it might take more time, but over a time, once you get a practice of reading, once you get a practice of sitting at a place for reading, it will definitely happen that the time for reading NCERT will be reduced and you will cover NCERT very shortly, you will cover NCERT very easily. So I will suggest every one of you, just go through the link in comment box, start reading NCERTs, take NCERTs randomly, don't go and collect all those 25-30 NCERTs one day. Just go for shopping of NCERTs. Let it be a celebration of reading of NCERTs. When you are going for reading of NCERTs in a celebratory manner, you will realize that NCERTs can be used in a very unique manner. Always you have to think how I can score at least half mark extra in my every question. Half mark extra, it means you are scoring at least plus 60 marks than others by just working on half mark extra. Plus 60 marks is going to make a very big difference. Clear? So this thing you have to keep in mind about reading NCERTs, which NCERT should be read, how it should be read, how much time should be given. And I will suggest one important thing, do not read NCERT for full day. It is again a futile exercise. Why? NCERTs are quite easy documents. I would suggest you every day at least 1 hour should be given for reading of NCERT. 1 hour per day should be given for reading of NCERT. Only 1 hour or 1.5 hour in the beginning. So that 1.5 hour should be dedicated properly for reading of NCERTs, so that you will understand, you will realize, you will assimilate, and you will be able to reproduce that NCERTs in a very good manner. So every day 1 hour should be given for reading of NCERTs. If you feel 2 hours should be given, but remember NCERTs should be used for value addition to write your answers in a very unique manner. So this is second part. We'll be coming with many such parts of answer writing over a time to come, so that we'll be writing more effective and good answers in the days to come. So that's all from my side. We'll keep meeting soon. Thank you very much. Have a good day. Thank you.
स्पर्धा परीक्षेच्या तयारीसाठी महाराष्ट्रातील सर्वोत्तम ऑनलाईन प्लॅटफॉर्म ज्ञानदीप अकॅडमी पुणे. महाराष्ट्रातील सर्वोत्कृष्ट शिक्षकांचे व्हिडिओ लेक्चर्स, PDF स्वरूपात नोट्स व प्रश्नपत्रिका उपलब्ध, तेही अगदी माफक फीसमध्ये. बॅच जॉईन करण्यासाठी आजच गुगल प्ले स्टोअरवरून ज्ञानदीप अकॅडमीचे ॲप डाउनलोड करा. अधिक माहितीसाठी संपर्क करा 95 11 28 04 65.